There was a time when my family and I lived in the city, a place where life's as fast as a river in spring flood. But we traded it all for open skies and a plot of wild land, dreamin' of self-sufficiency. Now, looking back on that first year, I reckon we made more mistakes than I could count on all my fingers. But if I could sit down with someone just setting out, I'd share a few of the lessons we learned the hard way. 1. Don't underestimate the power of the seasons. City life don't teach you how fickle the seasons can be. Out here, they shape every bit of your life. We made the mistake of planting too early, too late, and in soil that wasn't ready. Now I know better. Watch the frost dates, and let the earth warm up before planting your seeds. 2. Start small, build slow. We were eager, bit off more than we could chew. Wanted a big old garden, rows of crops, a full coop of hens, and all. That first year, we spread ourselves thin and watched half of it fail. If I had it to do again, I'd focus on 1 or 2 crops and a handful of animals, learning as we went. 3. Get to know your land before settling in. Our city minds weren't used to reading the land. We chose a spot that looked mighty fine on a sunny day, but when the rains came, we found ourselves in a floodplain. A bit of patience and observation might have saved us from muddy boots and washed-out roots. The voice softens with a hint of humility. 4. Learn basic skills before you move. I tell ya, hammering a nail or patching a fence is one thing, but out here, you're fixing roofs, mending harnesses, building shelters. We thought we'd learn on the go, and we did, but the going was mighty tough. If you can learn a few basics, it'll go a long way. 5. Expect setbacks and find the silver lining. Nothing on a homestead goes exactly as planned. The weather turns, the animals get sick, crops fail. There were days we wanted to throw in the towel. But each setback, each mishap, well, it taught us more than any book could. 6. Watch your money like a hawk. Self-sufficiency don't come cheap. Seeds, tools, lumber, it adds up fast. We made the mistake of overbuying, thinking it'd all pay off quickly. Take it slow, save where you can, and remember that every penny saved counts on a homestead. 7. Build friendships with your neighbors. Out here, neighbors are more than a friendly wave over the fence. We learned the hard way that a good neighbor can lend a hand, share tools, and swap seeds. And when the winter storms hit, there's no better comfort than knowing you've got folks nearby. 8. Prepare for long winters. Early in the city, heat's a twist of a dial. Out here, it's a whole season's worth of cutting wood, drying herbs, preserving food. Our first winter hit harder than a mule's kick, and we found ourselves scrapping by. Start preparing for winter early, way earlier than you think you need to. 9. Learn to live simply. Appreciate the small things. We came out here thinking we'd be self-sufficient in a year. That first winter taught us to appreciate a warm fire, a full pantry, a dry roof overhead. Turns out, self-sufficiency's as much about learning to live simply as it is about growing your own food. 10. Hold on to the dream. Even when it gets tough, there'll be days when the weight of it all feels too heavy, when you're worn down and tired. We had plenty of those. But if that dream of self-sufficiency calls to you, if you can feel it deep down in your bones, well, hold on to that dream. It'll see you through. Our first year was rougher than a ride on a wild horse, full of mistakes and mishaps. But now, with years behind us, I look out over this land and I see more than just dirt and trees. I see a life we built, with hard work, patience, and a whole heap of learnin'. And if you're thinking of settling on your own patch of land, well, I reckon you'll find your way, just like we did.